Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominion 6. This is the round 2, game 8 of Lucid's tournament. Joining me is Arpathius.
Hello, hello. We're
Hello.
back.
We are back, and we are on turn 10. Let's see what we got. We have a messenger from Satis. Greetings again from deep within the swamps of Satis. Alright, we've got a... Okay. A little bit of thing here. More than a lizard. I went and took a throne guarded by militia, and it really wasn't that hard. I maybe I guess he didn't see Nava. Mary, Pythium, and Machaca are all attempting to recruit me into a war, and Diplo continues to develop. I gotta check the map. That's a lot of people to be inviting him into one war. At this point, I'm still waiting for infrastructure to finish, but I have 3 forts going down and could put down a 4th if I wanted to. Next question is whether I jam for another throne or have my dragon go secure the Sinos down in the underground. The Sinos give me a chance to slap some air into my communions without the mage dying. Too bad the throne I took was the Throne of Order, since it's pretty much useless to me. Wish it was the Throne of Growth, or the +1 magic scales throne, or something else more useful. Okay, so Satis is being, according to him, recruited by... Let's see, what did he say? Satis, he was recruited by Marignon, who is here. So recruiting him, I guess, would be to fight Shiniyama. Recruited by Machaca to fight Naba, and recruited by Pythium to fight Naba. It's a lot of people who are after Naba. Oh,
Yeah, and I mean, it's understandable if people did see what happened. But
Yes.
also, I mean, the big scary quickness bless does intimidate people a lot more than sort of regen or something like Satis has.
Yeah.
It does make people want to put you down more.
Yes. And we have some player-on-player violence. It looks like a deliberate player-on-player violence. And no, let's see. No message that it's a trade anyway. Doesn't look like a trade.
No, I'm definitely thinking it's not.
Where are we? Is this a... That's just our Calcum. Where are we going? I guess the commander's been assassinated? No. They're just on retreat, I guess. Okay. Why are they on retreat?
So do you think he thought this was going to happen, or is it just a mistake, or what's
Well,
happening?
they're all on retreat. I guess, I mean, it feels like that's deliberate. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you don't just move the units out if you
Right. And I think it's
gonna just retreat
unlikely
them.
he's going to build a fort here on this Inkpot end. So I don't think that's happening. It's curious. We get Ind takes out some mounted calf here. So Ind decided to go in here while still finishing off the indies here. And then I guess look to
Yeah, and I
come
think that could
down.
be motivated by just wanting to get more spoils from Facier.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he thinks other people are going to fight him.
That's true, although Machaca did not move in on him. He could get closer though. But he did not actually attack. And if Machaca is serious about trying to recruit Satis, then it's presumably not to deal with Fascia, and so he might be going after Naba. I'm slightly worried that these spiders might get a little bit cooked by their boss here, but they look okay. Yeah, they were fine. Alright, well, so he's in. Fascia does go ahead and get another province here, and he can sail, so do that
Yeah, and
as
I think he
needed.
wants to sail back. 'Cause if he bumps with that army,
Yeah, it'd be sad times.
although he could maybe like combine the stuff on his cap
He could. Oh,
and defeat
also,
it in details. So
yes, that's true. I did some research on what
ah,
you can get with this, with the bless we see and the scales we see. So there could be something like there is room here potentially for a some kind of a dormant bless or a titan. These also could be so I mean hold on, let me bring up Fascia real quick because I was going through it. Why does Fascia need 10 poison resistance?
Oh, is it a Telkeen, do you think?
A Telkeen fits. Now,
Right. Okay, I
the
like that.
nature is weird because a Telkeen doesn't have it naturally, but if you're taking it for the poison res anyway, then you can get the larger. And it costs about I think it would be 6 dom if I put all this stuff in and there's nothing else, which is like a reasonable amount of Dominion. So I think we might see a Telkeen.
Okay, I would like that. I think the Enchanted Bloods on Ind and the regen on Machaka would counter that pretty well, though.
I
But it would
think
still be. I mean, it would still be good. It would be a lot better against Ind.
yeah, I think it'll be a lot better against In than Machaka. I think the fact that In doesn't have any of the Undying, like that Undying goes a long way, especially against the poison.
Yeah.
We also have, I think these are the pirates who I believe sail. So he might be looking to hit like 2 of the, like hit down, have the pirates sail in somewhere, and then maybe this force does something. Which is kind of neat.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
These guys got to sail home.
So because I've never played it, can the Telkin go underwater? Is that
I'm
his?
pretty sure it can go underwater because it's got a flipper's form.
Okay. Yeah.
Now
So
it's gonna need armor.
that was his plan for doing that as well. I'm pretty convinced that it is the Telkeen if that's the case.
Yeah, it's gonna need equipment. You can't just send a Telkeen in. Without any gear, it'll die. But with the gear, it should be fine. And a little bit of research, like enchantment 2 for, because given that he's clearly put the nature on it, with some gear and some personal regen, it would clear underwater stuff just fine. So that, that is still currently a supposition, but we'll see if that happens. There's a fort underway here, which he's gonna almost certainly have to guard this if he wants to stay in this game. Though this scary army of Shiniyama also looks like they might be wandering over.
Yeah, I'm not expecting them to because
I
they
think
have
they're
got
more
that
likely to go
indie
here,
province.
but and get the cave system. I think that's true, but because they wouldn't want to bump with this. Just, I mean, it just depends how much coordination is. But there's a lot of, I mean, a lot of this is a lot of mercs here. Not very many actual in stuffs. But certainly if he moved all of his stuff here,
definitely killable, I would say, with what he has in the area.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's almost like a 50-50 for Ind, whether, I think even that, because it was 16 Orichalcum in that cave, the province that leads down to the cave that he took this turn, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that could maybe beat that. But it would definitely take a lot of losses, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I think it might lose. But he has like a bunch of stuff on the cap as well. I mean, he could maybe just guard both those provinces that army could move to and
right. And he's
and
got
kill
the
it wherever
edge.
it goes, I think.
Yeah, he's got the edge here on he's seen what's coming. So now he does have to worry about this pirate sailing, although he should be able to guess, given that if he checks the merc list. But I will say that in relying on a lot of like body ethereal stuff, which we've seen so far, of course, does not work against the Orichalcum.
No.
So
Cheap Fate will be good though.
Cheap Fate will still be good.
Because they have low attack density as well.
That's true. Okay, well that's fun.
But it looks like we have our first war though, I would say.
Yeah, and this is the first
pretty
war.
early.
It is turn 10. So Ind has gone while there's still 2 of his own sort of 3x3 left. Did he get assassinated here? Oh no! The spider! Come on, little... Oh, Holy Avenger. You got a body ethereal. Twist Fate's good. Servant of Courage is bad. Alright, he did get body ethereal up. I guess he just doesn't have any kind of attack. He's gonna try
Yeah,
and punch
it
into
looks like
death.
it's dark as well.
Yeah. Oh, he got... Oh, no.
Yeah.
Alright.
Enchanted blood, not enough.
So he did finish off those Kamazats with 2 guys. That's hilarious. That he lost
Yeah,
to the turn before.
that's pretty close. I think he had to cut through a bunch of skeletons there as well.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm sure he did, because that's what they were. That's what they were doing. But he did go. He got them with the body ethereal and the cheat fate, and they're just gonna slowly work their way through. It's funny.
Feels like an early sort of like D&D sort of adventure. Like you get your
It
2
does.
guys, you storm a cave with a necromancer.
That's funny, yeah. But so anyway, there's a pathway here underground that he could still be expanding in. He owns this, where he has not expanded at all. So he's really sort of thrown this in while there's a lot of independent provinces still on the map.
Yeah, does this feel like an overreach to you, or do you think this is, good and he's attacking before Facia can build up more?
It's turn 10. I mean, yeah, I think he might be able to pull it off. I feel like this, for me, is a little bit too early. I think there's a decent chance that even if you start winning this, any of your neighbors might be like, oh, hey, look, you moved all your stuff. And, like, you just don't have that much stuff. And could come in for the flank.
Perhaps Pythium, they've got that really terrible border with inns.
Yep, there's a nice juicy fort here to take. I mean, Peren could consider doing it. They've got an even border. Marignon has a bad border with just unforted temples on multiple provinces.
Yeah, I think they signed a NAP. I can't remember all the diplomatic situation now.
They
at least negotiated that border between each other, I think.
I think that's true. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I think that I think it to me is a touch soon, but it also can work. I think it's just risky.
Yeah.
And like you're gonna be even if you sort of
to win, you might need to take some risks. So.
That's true. You're gonna be sieging this down forever. Like
what's the full strength on the Facia?
600.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
And like you just don't have that many troops. So, like your army's gonna be stuck here. Like I think there's a decent chance that unless Facia responds really well, which I think he has a chance to, right? He could ruin Facia's game. But I think In's just gonna have to make sure he makes things out. What's also so crazy to me about not getting more underground is that that's where the Sinisthophalians are for Ind, which is I feel like their best thing.
Yep, he does have that fort he's already built, which I think can.
It's a maybe. I believe. I think Highlands are a maybe.
I think we still need to check that, but he does also have that one temple he's built that is in danger of being sailed on if things do go south.
That's true.
Yeah. What does Ind have any poison resistance on the bless?
That's
just in case it is a Telkeen.
He does with the 5 poison resistance and the enchanted blood. That should go a long way.
Yeah, I think that should be pretty effective. But I mean, it's still
not
definitely
immunity, but yeah.
Yeah, he could definitely also still be like killed by just the Telkeen having a bunch of equipment and.
Yes, I mean it's
just normal SCing or thugging him.
Right. None of the like Righteous Wrath is the only thing here that's really gonna like there's not a ton of like plus strength here. So if the Telkeen gets some equipment, and all you got to do is just sit there, right? Eventually the poison will kill people.
Yeah.
So, but okay. I mean, that's assuming a lot. That's assuming that it's a Telkeen. It could be he could be going for my meme regen build, which let me tell you, did not work when I did it, but I think still has a lot of promise. There's an opportunity here, and he could be going for it. But okay, let's expand our map a little bit here. Marignon doing some attacking of Indies. Assassin expanding versus Barb. Nice. Picks up a couple provinces.
Yeah, I would have to say his assassin expansion has been very good. I think.
Yep.
It's got a lot of value at that.
He's got Ichthyeids to try and get this lake, which would be big because the dragon, right? All it needs is the water breathing ring to start taking this stuff, but it looks like he might get there first.
Yeah, that's also pretty great for his magic diversity. That's water and earth, I think.
On the on the Marrows, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. That would be a big one for him. So maybe we'll just start. I don't even know if there's anything else to really see on the map here. We'll just kind of go through the columns. So the dragon stayed
claim
here.
that throne? I don't think they did they?
You mean Satis?
Satis, yeah.
So Satis said, hold on. Too bad the throne I took was the throne of order, but this is not the throne of order. I guess it's the throne of the Iron Order. But
yeah, I
think that's what he meant. Is the throne of order in this game? No. Okay. I think calling useless is probably not quite right. It's not the best one. And I don't think he necessarily wanted to claim it right away. Just because the dragon's turns are so valuable right now, and he's got that Holy 3 who could take it later, and you're probably not making them right away, because your Dominion will mess them up until you have a solution. So I think claiming it was maybe a mistake. In comparison to going and like trying to get another throne or get underwater. But he's still in quite a good shape. No expansions from him. So we'll see what he does with the dragon. Might be too late on this now. I still think if you get into Fascia's Lake, that could be big. Although a Telkeen fighting back would be nice for Fascia. Or you could go and look to take like some of these easier thrones.
Yeah, I definitely think he could take the throne at 96 that you're on there.
Yeah, I think so too. I would ping it first though, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Shiniyama gets underwater with his kappas. It's such a goofy unit. Luckily, there's just a small number of mermen here who are pretty horrible. Yeah, he's gonna beat right through him. So, does he have special underwater troops besides the kappas? I don't think so, right?
No, that's just German.
Yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and grab that, which is great for him.
You might have some. I don't remember if he gets some summons maybe later on, but there's so many fish like that line of nations.
There are a lot.
I don't know.
Yeah, but this is great if he wants to be able to put some pressure on Satis later potentially, and just to have it before somebody else got it. Did we just have the one Shiniyama expansion? Yeah, just the one.
Yep.
Okay. So he's looking probably to take this and go underground, but maybe going in on Fascia. But I think probably going here. And he's got, there's still a province here, which looks like he's going to try and grab. He's got some Daibakemonos this time to not get killed by the Jaguar tribe again.
Yeah, I think he's going to be finished with the above ground stuff next turn. And that throne on his northwest, that does
it looks very
look pretty easy to
here.
me.
Yeah.
And Ind they're not going to be going for it, so
no, but this group might.
Yeah, potentially, but he hasn't pinged it, so we've seen that.
That's not the game we're playing. This is just an all-in game. People are just going.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we saw Marignon actually ping
he did.
another throne
turn
after Nabar, so he's...
Yeah, no, he actually did ping.
He's on that game.
Yeah, yep. But that would be a good one for Marignon. Yeah. Okay.
And a very nice place for a fort that he's built on there, to be fair. 21,000 pop with an arena.
Yeah. A lot of income. All right. Pythium has a couple of expansions. Nice and clean on versus Ichthyeids. and 1 deer tribe shaman. Which I guess must have been hit earlier. So
Yeah, I
he's...
don't think he's going to like the look of that. Well, he can't see it, but that Nabar stack going south on that cap, he was pretty worried about him coming for him earlier.
He
Not sure
was.
that'll.
Although that Nabar stack has
Yeah.
an awful lot of gray flags.
It does, but that wasn't what Pathium was thinking about with their PP
No.
dumps. So
That's true. That's very true. I mean, look, the nightmares are still here. I think that there's a lot of room for Nabar to. He really should round out his expansion before he tries to go in on somebody. I think.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely needs to do that now. But I don't know if Pythium knows that.
That's true. I mean, Python could have this stuff scouted and probably make a reasonable assessment that he's not going to get attacked while it's still here, but maybe not. You also could, especially for Nabar, right? You could be like, oh, he's just recruiting all of his foreign rec to take this because like this is weak to foreign rec. This should be probably relatively doable for foreign rec. This one not so much, but anyway. All right, Nabar has a lot of room to keep growing here. But he does need to actually do that without losing the rest of his sacreds. So, okay. Machaka takes his part of the Naba border. He's let Shinyama get most of the border. We know there was a trade involved here. And he's made his expansion towards Fascia. Could be he could bump Fascia here. He could bump like Ind maybe if he like sailed over. If he was going into Fascia like here and here. He could try and like cut off a lot of Ind if he took this province. Although him talking to Zatis would imply that he's not necessarily super likely to go after Fascia, I think. But who knows?
No, I think when you've like got access to those caves now, I think maybe you choose to hold off. They both look very easy.
There. Yep.
Yeah.
He's almost he did elect not to go after these the Trogs.
No, that's a mistake. You should always kill the Trogs.
Yeah, you do want to get those Trogs real dead. We talked about these two. So
you might feel like, if he's trying to convince Pythium to join him in a war, like leaving that province for him probably makes some diplomatic sense, though.
That's true. Paren goes ahead and takes this desert. Maybe this is the army that goes to take out the Amazons.
Yeah, I think the Knights will join and they'll be able to take that.
Yep, I think so too. He still has this province to go after potentially. Access to this throne, although not the easiest. This one looks more doable. But I think taking this and then getting yourself underground is big.
A lot of his stuff has mountain survival, so it's not too difficult for him.
Yeah.
He'll have 2 provinces next to it, probably, so.
Yep. Okay. Let's check the graphs real quick. We're starting to wind down on expansion, right? Satis really has leveled off. Machaka's gaining, Ind picking up some territory from the war, but also has some more indies he could take. Naba has, really flatlined for a while here. And Fascia has pretty much always been at the bottom. But, okay. Pythium and Ind, the first to get forts up.
Yep, very big.
Negative event for Satis, it looks like. Gems. Fascia with the blood event. Wow, it does have a substantial research lead for now. Small army, though. But, okay, so we've got our first war. Awesome. We'll see if Fascia does indeed have a Telkian or some other kind of dormant bless that it's going to justify making all these Aracalcum and giving them poison resistance. But yeah, any last thoughts for this?
No, I don't think I have any right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that we'll call that the turn then. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yep. And we'll hope to see you all in the next one. Have a great day.
See ya.